Why I am not worried about Peter Obi's popularity, Atiku Abubakar. You are not worried about Peter Obi's popularity, and Peter Obi will not leave you people's mouths. It's high time Nigerian presidential candidates should start telling us what they can do for Nigerians and stop talking about Peter Obi and obedience movement. This will not take us anywhere. You understand? If you are telling us that you want to become the next Nigerian president, tell us what you can do for Nigerians and tell us how you are going to go about it and tell us why we should believe you that you can do that. It's really very unfortunate that every one of them, once they just open their mouth, is Peter Obi. Peter Obi has become their campaign strategy. This cannot help anybody. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, has said he is not worried about the popularity of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. Atiku stated this in an interview with the Voice of America during the week. He said, "Absolutely not. It does not worry me because the demography of the youth varies from region to region, and it is not all regions of the country that the preponderance of the youth is moving towards Labour Party in South or Southeast." Meanwhile, the spokesperson of the PDP Presidential Campaign Council, PCC, Melaye, has reiterated that Obi cannot win elections, saying the euphoria of his obedient supporters is always dying. It's already dying, I beg your pardon. Melaye made this assumption while addressing journalists in Abuja on Saturday. He said, by January, it will go down more because people will realize that it is going to be a wasted vote. People will realize that Peter Obi cannot become president. People will realize that voting for Peter Obi is voting for Tinubu. So that is why I am having a clarion call on Peter Obi, gentleman, progressive-minded sound, to, in the interest of this country, for his tomorrow, he should give this today and come back home to support his elder brother and mentor, he said. According to Melaye, Obi has no national spread to emerge as president of Nigeria in 2023. The Atiku campaign spokesperson urged Obi to return to the PDP. Melaye asked Obi to work for the emergence of Atiku Abubakar because Nigerians cannot afford another 4 years of APC administration that will continue with insecurity, kidnapping, banditry, rise in the price of goods and commodities in this country. He said, Nigerians must know that any vote for Peter Obi is a vote for APC because Peter Obi cannot make it. So anybody that is voting for Labour Party is actually voting for Tinubu. Anybody that is campaigning for Peter Obi is actually praying and working for Tinubu to become the president. If you are voting for Peter, you are depleting the votes of PDP because Peter cannot make it. Labour Party only fielded 30 out of 109 candidates for the Senate. So who is going to protect the votes of Labour Party whenever feeding candidates for 109 senatorial districts they could not? Melaye added that no ethnic champion has ever made it as president of Nigeria. I wonder how vote for Peter Obi will be vote for Bola Tinubu, since two of them came from South. Atiku said that he's a northern candidate. Peter Obi is the incoming president of Nigeria come 2023. Take it and leave it. All they have said shows they are flirting about Peter Obi's growing acceptance. Atiku and Dino tears are in. That is a foolish man talking. When you hear any foolish talking politics in today's Nigeria, that is exactly how it sounds. Tribalistic Atiku. Can you hear yourself? You will be disappointed again. Generator Salah. Please let who wants change in Nigeria be focused and continue with our underground works in the remote areas for people like Dino and Mr. Mogu Kayamo, our jobbers, who wants to remain relevant at all costs. And mark my word, the day Labour Party is announced as the winner of the presidential election, they will run out of this country, which Femi Fani-Kayode has acknowledged before now. So they got to throw in all they got. Mr. Dino is a political flog. By the way, what are the accomplishments of PDP since 1999, if not looting our treasure, which prompted the minority parties to emerge, and from the menace, APC secondly can only list what Alhaji Atiku Abubakar did to better the lots of Nigerians when he was the vice president. Well, they said by their words you will know them. With what he's saying now, you cannot understand that these people they are already feeling the defeat. They will tell you that Peter Obi does not matter, and they are still begging him to come back to PDP. Is it not because of the greed of PDP that kept them here? Today, 5 governors in the south have dumped Atiku Abubakar. Another governor in the north are threatening today to dump him. This is what greedy calls. You want to have it all. Well, I don't want to talk about Dino Melaye. Those ones, they just look for where they will be irrelevant tomorrow. They are just jobbers looking for what to enter their mouth. Him and Kayamo. They are behaving childishly, in all this.